Let's give some tzedakah. So we have tefillah, tzedakah, and now together a little Dvar Torah. We read in the fourth day of the month of Nisan. Rosh Chodesh was last week. Special month. It's a month of redemption, as it says. B'Nisan Nigalu, in the month of Nisan we were freed from Egypt. B'Nisan Asidin Le'Yigoel, in the month of Nisan we will be redeemed. Hopefully, obviously, today, now. But it's something very particular in this month, that the entire month of Nisan we don't say Tachanun. We don't say the whole month. The reason? Because the first 12 days of the month of Nisan have a special quality. What's the story? What's so special about those 12 days? So we find in the Chumash, in Parsha Shmois, where it says, "Vayi b'chodesh harishon, b'shana shenis, b'echad lachodesh hukam hamishkan." The second year after the Jews came out of Mitzrayim, finally they built the Mishkan, they assembled the Mishkan, it's all ready. Says, when was this? On the first day of the first month. As we know, when we look at a calendar from a monthly cycle, the first month of the year is the month of Nisan. Then it says later on in Bamidbar, what happened then? Vayakrivu Nisiye Yisrael, the chieftains, the princes, the leaders, Rosh Beis Avoisam, the fathers, the heads of their fathers' houses. In other words, we're talking about the leaders of each tribe. They presented their offerings. Vayakrivu, they presented their offerings. Heim Nisiya Matis, Heim Ha'oimdim Alapkudim. It's they who were the leaders of the tribes, and it's they were the ones who were present during the counting. So the Torah tells us that for 12 days, from Rosh Chodesh Nisan, every day another one of the Nasi, of the prince, brought the sacrifices, which, by the way, they all brought their identical sacrifices. Yet, the Torah finds it so important to mention their entire list of sacrifices they brought. First day was Shevet Yehuda. Then came Yisachar, then came Zevulun, and today, on the fourth day, is Reuven. I'm not going to go in now why this particular order. The first one just to mention, obviously Yehuda who received the birthright, and Yehuda is the father of Mashiach. It says that Mashiach is a descendant of David, has to be from Shevet Yehuda. So he carries a very special importance. But because of this event that happened, a one-time event in the Midbar, until today we celebrate it, and we don't say Tachanun. The reason why we don't say Tachanun on a special day, because it's considered a holy day. It's considered a festive day. What's so special about the fact that the Nasi, that the head of the tribe, brought those sacrifices? To the point that today, custom is that during those 12 days, every day we read the sacrifices of that day, and at the end we say a special prayer, Yehi Ratzon, may be your will, that if I am a descendant of, if I belong to this particular tribe, all the holy sparks which were sparkling, if I can use that word, which were revealed through those sacrifices of the Nasi, of the head of tribe, should also shine upon me. What's the idea? What's the message? And the message is the following: that we have to understand that our entire purpose is all about the Mishkan. What is the Mishkan? The Mishkan is, God said, make for me a sanctuary where I will be present. We have to understand our entire life is all about making a sanctuary for God. Even if it is in the desert, which is where it took place. In other words, even when we are in a state of desert, there's no habitation, there is no community, there is no growth. I singularly live in a desert, in a spiritual desert. I have an obligation and the capability of making this desert a place for God. How so? By connecting to the Nasi, by connecting to the head of the tribe, by connecting to the head of the Jewish community, by connecting to the leader of the Jewish community. Irrelevant of what tribe I belong to, they're all connected. All the heads of the tribes are connected. So when we connect to our Nasi, we connect to the head of the Jewish people today, we can transform our desert, the desert around us, and make it into a holy sanctuary for God. And obviously, this is what brings the Geula and Mashiach. May it happen today.